With August being National Breastfeeding Awareness Month, society, including some mothers, are not fully aware of the various health benefits that breastfeeding carries for both mother and child, including the avoidance of a number of illnesses. With public breastfeeding still seen as a taboo in many communities around the world, it becomes imperative to spread knowledge on the show about why it is beneficial for every mother to breastfeed their child. Dr. Thandokuhle Mgqibisa joins us to do just that and educate us a bit more about breastfeeding. Doctor, pleasure to have you on the show.
It's a pleasure to be here. And you said that name very well. I'm so proud.
Well, a little bit of practice will take you places.
Exactly.
Now, earlier you said that this is a subject you're very passionate about,
yes,
right?
It is.
And we are talking about it because it's Breastfeeding Month. And that's, for you, it's Breastfeeding Month every month.
Yes.
Why is it such an important subject for you?
Well, breastfeeding has so many inherent benefits and so few cons. You know, everything has pros and cons, but breastfeeding has so few cons that it's almost a no-brainer. It's almost obvious why it is that we should be breastfeeding. And it's so concerning when the public views breastfeeding as something offensive or something that needs to be hidden, because it's so important.
Well, sometimes when we say the public views this as taboo or something to be hidden, and please bear with me on my ignorance, because in the past, long time ago, it was a taken for granted thing that children must be breastfed by their mothers. So things have changed along the way, I suppose. Why?
So the major problem, there are two major issues. The first major issue that I can think of is the HIV scourge. So with HIV now, women are more reluctant to breastfeed because of the risk of transmission to their young baby, which is completely understandable. The second problem, which I find to be unacceptable, is the concept of nudity and the concept of exposing your breasts, and that being deemed to be immodest and unnecessary. So that one I find to be unacceptable, and that's the breastfeeding, the anti-breastfeeding behavior that is usually imposed by society.
That's why I said to you, doctor, that as far as I'm concerned, that long time ago, it was something that could happen anytime, as long as a mother was carrying a child. Anybody within the immediate space would understand that the mother is breastfeeding a child, and that's about it.
Baby.
That's what must happen.
Yes. I remember a lot of mothers will, because I work in a public hospital, so a lot of mothers will come in their taxis and they will have a baby crying, and they say, literally the older taxi drivers will shout at them and say, breastfeed the baby, what are you hiding?
Yes.
You know, we're not looking at you.
Has that changed now?
The problem is, I think, around the upper middle class. And around the malls and the Santons and the, whereas in the predominantly black spaces, in the rural spaces, in the townships, it's not surprising to see a mother breastfeeding.
Okay, all right. Well, be that as it may, let's understand why breastfeeding is important now.
Yes.
The benefits.
So the major benefits, the most important benefits, there's benefits to mother and baby, but for the baby, the most important thing is that breast milk has antibodies. So it protects the baby from a wide variety of infections because the baby's immunity is not yet strong enough to create its own immune response. So having the presence of those antibodies from the breast milk protects baby from a variety of infections. There's been research done about breastfed babies tend to have coughs and colds less often, and they tend to be less severe. There've been fewer admissions and fewer ear infections, etc., etc. So the infective disorders decrease quite a bit in a child who is breastfed, and not just in the short term, in the period of breastfeeding, even for a good 5 to 6 years thereafter. Another thing has been, it's not very well researched from what I could find, but they've said it prevents a few childhood cancers, or at least reduces the risk of them.
Okay, just a point that sometimes, probably mothers are busy and so on, those who don't want to breastfeed their children, and they are worried or concerned that there might be some attachment between themselves and the child in some instances. But when you talk about the antibodies, these antibodies would be coming from the mother, right, who's
Yes.
breastfeeding, because she would have developed those antibodies herself anyway and passing them to the child.
Yes.
That's the main
Yes,
benefit.
yes.
Okay.
So she would have been exposed to a certain type of pneumonia,
Yeah.
and then would be able to create the antibodies
Yes.
and help reduce the risk of the baby getting the same pneumonia.
Okay. Now, there are, on top of that, some developmental things, benefits as well.
Yes. For some reason, they say breastfed babies tend to demonstrate a higher IQ than babies who are exclusively bottle fed or who are mixed fed. There's no real understanding of how that is or why that is. It probably has to do with the nutritional value of breast milk. It's more accurate to what a baby needs.
Yeah.
It's also more natural. It's
Yeah.
not synthetic like, the bottle feeding, the
I
formula
hope I'm not
feeding.
out of line here. It's organic, so to speak, right?
Yes, it's like your organic vegetables. It's, completely natural, so it has more of what the baby needs.
Yeah.
But there's no concrete evidence of what it is. It's just anecdotal that they notice that breastfed babies tend to have higher IQs.
So they do well at school and so on. And then other diseases that are, let's call them lifestyle or non-communicable diseases, apparently also avoidable if a child is breastfed.
Yes, the risk of diabetes, especially type 1 diabetes, is reduced. For some reason, the sugar in formula is much more harmful in the long term than the sugar in breast milk. Both are high in sugar, but it's the type of sugar that you find in formula that's not so good for the development of diabetes in the future.
Probably it can also encourage the onset of sugar addiction, for lack of a word, I suppose.
Yeah, if it's because they really do have a lot of sugar, the formulas, compared to what breast milk has. Well,
but
the type of sugar.
In your daily work, right, as a medical doctor, are you able, when you look at children and so on, be able to tell that this child is breastfed or was not breastfed and so forth? And do you use the opportunity to educate mothers or inform them about the importance and benefits of breastfeeding babies?
Generally, you can't really tell, but you can get a suspicion. Bottle-fed babies tend to be fatter. Even as toddlers, when they get to be 1 or 2, they tend to be bigger. But apart from that, really, there's very little that you can do to guess.
Yes.
You might say she's had repeated infections, maybe she wasn't breastfed enough. We do definitely educate our mothers on breastfeeding. The sisters in the hospital I work in, the sisters are the champions of this. Before the patient even gets to you, they already know so much about it, including our HIV positive mothers who are advised that you either exclusively breastfeed or you exclusively bottle feed. You can't mix feed.
Or is there a problem when you mix feed? As you call it?
Yes.
Yeah, what is the problem there?
The problem with mixed feeding, especially with HIV positive mothers, is that the formula that you give baby, it can cause irritation of the bowel.
Okay.
And then when you introduce breast milk, there is a sort of injury on the bowel lining that allows the virus in through the lining.
All right. And
So it's safer to exclusively breastfeed because it doesn't cause that sort of corrosive damage
Yes.
of the lining.
Yes.
So there's a better chance that the virus will not enter the bloodstream.
But the way you say it, doctor, I mean, is there something corrosive in the formula? I mean,
Corrosive
once
is such a, it's the wrong word.
Because when I say it's corrosive, then I'm already thinking, then formula must be done away with completely then.
No. It's it's not that bad.
Yeah.
It's like an irritation.
Yes.
Corrosive is such a bad word. It's an irritation.
Well, I understand, yes.
And then it exposes sort of the underlying tissue, the tissue that's closer to the bloodstream.
Okay. Now, let's recap as we conclude. What is beneficial? Give me the 1, 2, 3 of it.
The benefits are, one, the antibodies and
Yeah.
the immune protection to the baby. The second and or equally important is the bonding.
Yes.
So the bonding between mother and child, you're holding skin to skin, eye contact. It's very powerful and important for the baby. And the third one, which is probably less important to most people, is that the act of breastfeeding causes contraction of the womb, of the uterus, so that it decreases bleeding and it allows the uterus to go back to normal
And
faster.
It's also healing.
It brings your body back to normal a little
Much
bit quicker.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other benefit that's for mothers now is that it burns calories. So a lot of mothers will find that they shed their pregnancy weight quite quickly if they breastfeed compared to when they bottle feed. So those are the important.
And of course,
pros.
you know, the IQ, who knows, might also benefit
Yes,
from that, right?
and
In
the
due time.
cancers and the
And the cancers can be done, and the
diabetes.
diabetes can
Yeah.
be avoided.
It's basically giving your baby the best chance. They might still get diabetes,
Yes.
but you've given them the best chance that
You've
you
done all you
can.
could that they
Yes.
should, like a
Yes.
good mother must and should, right? And society must stay out of it.
Society must stay out of it, I agree. Thank you very
Thanks
much.
very much, Doctor. That's Dr. Thandokuhle Mcebisa, who paid us a visit to talk about Breastfeeding Month. Please pay attention to that because the benefits are many, as we've just heard, and of course, very important for the babies themselves.